intercepted. William Thomas.
To Raymond Chester, he could go all the way.
Harbaugh didn't have a chance.
Have you ever wondered what the Raiders really need to solidify their defense in 2023? One of the most interesting pieces on the team's defensive coordinator Patrick Graham's board is Dar Holmes. With an impressive track record of versatility and skill, Holmes promises to bring much-needed experience to a department that has been hit hard by injuries. With over 1,100 snaps in the slot and a solid performance in coverage, could he be the difference maker that finally gets the team going? Holmes showed what he was made of, allowing a 75% completion rate and maintaining an opponent passer rating of 64.6, which earned him a respectable 68.7 grade from Pro Football Focus. Now, with the 2023 season just around the corner, Holmes is one of the key pieces to the Raiders' defensive success. But can he live up to expectations? If you're a Raiders fan and are curious about how this season will unfold, be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel. We have plenty more Raiders news coming your way. The Raiders' defense has always been a hot topic of debate among fans. And in 2023, with so many expectations surrounding the team, the question remains, will we finally see a cohesive defensive system? The most intriguing piece of the puzzle is Dar Holmes, who appears ready to rise to the challenge. On paper, Holmes may seem like just another all-around player, but a deeper look reveals that he's actually a strategic difference maker. His 1,100 snaps in the slot are impressive, but what really stands out is his adaptability. In a season plagued by injuries, his versatility could be just what the Raiders need. With the start of the season fast approaching, it's no exaggeration to say that Holmes could be a key piece to the defense's success. But how will he fit in a Patrick Graham scheme? That's the question everyone, from fans to analysts, wants to see answered. Holmes didn't come to the Raiders by accident. The coaching staff knew the defense needed a reliable backup, someone who could play multiple positions. His experience in the slot is undeniable, but the fact that he played 135 snaps on the wing only reinforces his importance. In a defense that's searching for identity, Holmes brings stability. He's the kind of player who can adapt to whatever the game demands, something that's essential for a team that's been plagued by injuries and defensive inconsistencies. And that's exactly what Patrick Graham values, someone who can fill gaps effectively. But the big question is whether Holmes can be the player who changes the course of the defense. Raiders today has high expectations for his abilities, but only time will tell if he can deliver. Either way, his arrival is a clear sign that the Raiders are making some major adjustments. When you look at Dar Holmes' numbers, one thing is clear: he delivers. Allowing just 75% completions and holding opposing quarterbacks to a 64.6 rating are significant, especially considering the volume of play he's been exposed to. Those numbers are even more impressive when you consider the context. A defense depleted by injuries that often left Holmes in tough situations. Yet he held his own, proving that he is not just another roster player, but someone who can truly make an impact. Pro Football Focus acknowledged that impact by awarding him a 68.7 grade. That may not sound spectacular, but it's a respectable number, especially in a system that's still finding its feet. The expectation is that with a more established scheme, those numbers will improve even further. Holmes has proven that he can play both the slot and the wing, and that is an undeniable asset. In a defense that is constantly facing changes and injuries, that flexibility is pure gold. He has played 135 snaps on the wing, which shows his ability to adapt quickly to different roles. That's exactly what the Raiders need right now. A defense can't rely on a single star. It needs players who can play multiple roles. And that's exactly Holmes' strength. He can be the glue that holds the different parts of the defense together. However, versatility comes at a price. Playing multiple positions requires constant adaptation, and that can affect performance in the long run. Can Holmes maintain the level of consistency the team needs? That's one of the biggest questions Raiders news fans want answered. Defensive coordinator Patrick Graham has a tough job ahead of him, transforming a shaky defense into a solid, reliable unit. He's shown he can put together clever schemes, but his execution often falls short. Holmes could be the missing piece to make that transition. Graham's system relies heavily on players who understand the game on multiple levels, and that's where Holmes fits in. His ability to play both in the slot and on the wing gives Graham the flexibility to adjust his scheme throughout the season. That's vital for a defense that has been an easy target in recent years. But like any good system, it takes time. Raiders Today fans are impatient, waiting for results. The question is, how long will it take Patrick Graham to fine-tune the gears and finally turn this defense into a functioning machine? As the season approaches, the pressure on the Raiders is only increasing. And that pressure is also on Holmes. He's not just another player. He's seen as a solution to their defensive problems. That brings a level of expectation that can be difficult to handle. However, Holmes appears to be up for the challenge. His experience and versatility give him the tools he needs to thrive. But of course, football is a team sport, and he will need the full support of his teammates to truly make a difference. Fans, of course, are already watching. And with Raiders Today constantly monitoring the team's performance, any mistakes will be widely discussed. Holmes knows he will have to deliver results quickly, especially with everyone's eyes on him. One of the biggest challenges the Raiders have faced in recent seasons has been the wave of injuries. This has directly impacted the defense's performance, which has often found itself without key players at crucial moments. Holmes arrives at a time when the defense desperately needs depth. His versatility could help fill the gaps left by injuries, but he will also need to stay healthy. With a history of adapting, he could be the wild card the team needs to stabilize. Still, the health of the team as a whole will be a crucial factor. If injuries continue to plague the defensive sector, not even Holmes' versatility will be able to save the team. But there is growing optimism among fans that 2023 could be different. The impact Holmes could have on the Raiders goes beyond his performance on the field. He brings a hardworking, adaptable mentality that could inspire his teammates. On a team that has struggled to find consistency, that quiet leadership could be a game changer. But like any player on a new team, Holmes needs time to fully adapt to Patrick Graham's scheme. The good news is that, with his track record, he's already shown that he can do that quickly. Now, it remains to be seen whether he can take that adaptation to the next level. The next few months will be crucial. Raiders Today fans know that Holmes has the potential to be the player who transforms the defense, but it will all depend on how he fits into the system and how the team handles adversity. Raiders fans are known for their passion, and this can be a double-edged sword. While some fans are willing to give Holmes time to establish himself, others demand immediate results. This duality creates constant pressure on the players and coaching staff. For Holmes, that pressure could be an added motivation. He's shown he can handle adversity, and his versatility is a huge advantage. But what fans really want to see are wins, and that will only come if the defense finally gets its act together. Raiders Today has been clear in its expectations. Holmes needs to be more than just a good player. He needs to be a leader on the field. And with the eyes of the entire Raider Nation on him, the time to prove himself is now. As the 2023 season approaches, the hype surrounding Dar Holmes and the Raiders' defense is only growing. With his experience, versatility, and determination, he could be just what the team needs to transform their defensive end. But as with any great success story, there are challenges to overcome. Holmes will have to deal with injuries, pressure from fans, and adapting to an ever-evolving system. The good news is that he appears to be up for the challenge, and Raiders fans are eager to see what he can do. If you enjoyed this content and want to continue following everything about the Raiders, don't forget to leave your like, comment what you think of Holmes' performance, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more Raiders news. The season is just beginning, and we have much more to come. For